In the annals of history, one name shines brightly, a symbol of beauty, power, and intrigue: Cleopatra. Join us as we journey back to ancient Egypt, a land of opulence and mystery, to unravel the life and legacy of Egypt's last pharaoh. Our story begins in the 1st century BCE, a time when Egypt was a realm of unparalleled wealth and culture, yet also a land enmeshed in the political dynamics of the Roman Empire. Egypt's strategic location and vast resources made it a coveted prize in the eyes of powerful nations. Born in 69 BCE, Cleopatra was a member of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek ruling family that had maintained its grip on Egypt for centuries. Her heritage was a unique blend of Egyptian customs and Greek influences. Cleopatra was not only known for her striking beauty, but also for her exceptional intellect. She possessed a mind as sharp as the blade of a pharaoh's scepter. Fluent in multiple languages, including Greek and Egyptian, she had the ability to communicate with scholars, diplomats, and subjects alike. Her palace was a sanctuary of knowledge, a haven for the greatest minds of her time. Cleopatra's insatiable curiosity led her to explore literature, from the works of great philosophers to the poetry of her homeland, fostering intellectual discourse that transcended borders. But her intellectual pursuits weren't limited to the world of words. Cleopatra's passion for mathematics and science propelled her to study architecture, engineering, and astronomy, contributing to the flourishing of Alexandria as a center of learning and discovery. Cleopatra's leadership extended beyond intellectual pursuits. She demonstrated an acute understanding of her people's needs. During a severe drought, as the Nile's waters receded and famine threatened the land, Cleopatra exhibited her compassionate side. Faced with the prospect of famine, she made a bold and strategic decision. In a remarkable display of foresight and empathy, Cleopatra ordered the opening of Egypt's well-guarded grain reserves. She knew that this act would temporarily deplete the country's reserves, but it would feed her people, ensuring their survival during a time of dire need. Her leadership in the face of adversity kept Egypt afloat. But Cleopatra's rise to power was not without challenges. Egypt found itself caught in the power struggle between Rome and other regional powers, as it sought to maintain its autonomy amid shifting allegiances. Cleopatra's early years were marked by power sharing with her younger brother, Ptolemy XIV. The dynamics of their relationship were shaped not only by the political intricacies of Egypt, but also by the looming presence of Rome. In 48 BCE, Cleopatra's world collided with that of Julius Caesar, the formidable Roman leader. Caesar had arrived in Egypt, seeking to settle a dispute between Cleopatra and her brother over the Egyptian throne. Their meeting would spark a passionate and tumultuous affair, as well as a strategic alliance that aimed to secure Cleopatra's hold on the Egyptian throne against her brother's claim. Julius Caesar's love for Egypt grew as he explored its ancient wonders with Cleopatra by his side. Together, they reveled in the splendor of a civilization that had fascinated the world for millennia. Their love bore fruit in the form of a child named Caesarion, a living testament to their union. The child embodied the mingling of Egyptian and Roman heritage, a symbol of a connection that transcended political boundaries. Tragically, Julius Caesar's meteoric rise and profound love for Egypt would not shield him from the treacherous politics of Rome. In 44 BCE, he met his untimely end, assassinated by members of the Roman Senate who feared his growing influence. Cleopatra faced a perilous future. With the death of Caesar, the delicate balance of power shifted, and her alliance with Rome hung in the balance. Cleopatra's journey was far from over. Her intelligence and resilience would shape her future alliances and ultimately lead her to reach out to another influential Roman figure, the legendary general Mark Antony. Cleopatra's invitation to Mark Antony was not merely an act of hospitality, it was a strategic move. Their connection grew rapidly, and soon Cleopatra found in Mark Antony a powerful ally whose influence extended to the heart of the Roman Empire. Mark Antony's devotion to Cleopatra was evident in his unwavering support for her and Egypt. Together, they formed a formidable partnership that challenged the established norms of power. Antony's status as a triumvir within the Roman Empire added weight to Cleopatra's ambitions. However, the bond between Cleopatra and Mark Antony would eventually be challenged by a brewing storm within the Roman world. Mark Antony's rival Octavian emerged as a powerful force, seeking to assert his dominance and reshape the course of history. Octavian was the nephew of Julius Caesar. He was a shrewd and ambitious young leader and set his sights on claiming sole authority over Rome. The power struggle between Octavian and Mark Antony escalated, fueled by political maneuvering and personal rivalries. Cleopatra found herself ensnared in the web of their conflict, her fate entwined with the future of two great empires. As the rivalry between Mark Antony and Octavian intensified, their clash would reach its zenith at the pivotal Battle of Actium in 31 BCE. The fate of empires hung in the balance as Cleopatra's forces, aligned with Mark Antony, faced off against Octavian's legions. The battle raged on the Ionian Sea, a tumultuous theater of war where destinies were decided and legacies forged. Mark Antony and Cleopatra's forces fought valiantly, their unity and determination on full display. But the winds of fate favored Octavian, whose strategic brilliance and disciplined troops turned the tide of the battle. Amidst the chaos and fury of the battle, Cleopatra and Mark Antony faced a gut-wrenching reality. The once formidable bond that had united them now struggled against the powerful currents of war and political ambition. Cleopatra, torn between her loyalty to Mark Antony and the future of her realm, grappled with a heart-wrenching dilemma. The choices she would make in the days to come would not only shape her own destiny, but also the destiny of Egypt and Rome. In the face of impending capture, Cleopatra chose to take her own life, a decision that would mark the end of an era and the demise of the Ptolemaic dynasty. Her death signified the closing chapter of a rich and complex narrative. Cleopatra's legacy will live on forever, echoing through the corridors of time. Her reign was a pivotal story in history, characterized by her talents in cultural exchange, scientific advancements, and diplomatic strategy that left an indelible mark on the world.